Junior was always a very dedicated student from the beginning. We could always clearly see that he was always in the academy training as much as he could. You know, he had to work a lot, but every spare time, every free day that he has that he wouldn't work, he was, you know, training as much as he can. And, you know, you can see that day pays off. Today he's one of our best students. He's one of our main instructors here, and, you know, he's a very good black belt.
Roger, man, is a friend, is a mentor, is an idol. When I get here, it was a dream to be training on this academy, to have the opportunity to be training here and learn from the old instructors I had here in the academy. I have many, it wasn't just Roger. I have a few guys was teaching here, and of course I learned from everyone, but like from Roger I learned a lot, and still learning every day, every single day. He's smashing on the mat. Every day I learn more, at least, to survive. You actually not think too much. How can I sweep this guy? No, man. It's how can I survive under this pressure? So, if someone can support that against Roger, any pressure of the world is alright. Anyone can do whatever he wants. For me, it's okay. I promise you, no one can do the same pressure he does. No matter how heavy he is, I can manage. I can survive in that. And so, basically, my game is based in Roger's technique and his father, Master Mauricio Gomes. I learned so much from those guys, and I'm so glad to be here. And it's an honor for me to be working in the academy, Roger Gracie Academy. The place I grew up, actually. I can say that. I still in UK because this place here. Even if it wasn't working Jiu-Jitsu, maybe I'm not here anymore. I could be back in Brazil. But if I still in UK, it's because it's academy. So for me, it's a pleasure to be here. It's my family here.
1, 2, okay. So 1, 2, drop.
It's not the first time I fight against him. We've been trained before. I know how tough it is. So it's not a space for jokes or for play. I have to go hard. When I'm training, basically it's not changed much because I stay all day long in academy. I train like 3-4 times a day. That's what I do. I live full time from Jiu-Jitsu. Been here in the academy all day long, 6 days a week, doing private, teaching group class. So now Jiu-Jitsu is my life, man. That's what I'm here for.
I think this fight between Junior and Monstro, I mean, it's going to be very interesting. Monstro trained many times in the academy. They fought before. You know, Monstro is also a very heavy person, and he knows how to use his weight really well also. And I think the last match, Junior won, but he won by a small advantage. And, you know, I think they both match the level really well. You know, I think this is the perfect match for them. And, you know, I think Sparks was gonna come out of that fight for sure.
The reason I started is just the same as most of the guys who started at the time, watching the early UFCs, Roger Gracie submitting everyone. So since I started, I decided that was exactly what I wanted to do. I got my black belt in 2004. Then I moved to England in 2005. So I've been teaching England for the past 9 years. During that time, I've been competing a lot. I faced many tough guys. I fought Roger Gracie in the Worlds 2005. I fought many guys like Jacare as a purple belt. So I've been competing a lot. I made that my life. At that time, it was very hard because I had to study and work and then come to the gym in the evening. But I always have very good examples in the gym, like my first instructor, Anderson Pavão. He was my inspiration to start competing. He always been a tough competitor himself. I had inside the gym that example that I wanted to follow. And Julio Cesar as well always helped me a lot. And they didn't just help me with inside the mats, they helped me a lot with outside the mats, my personal life, always trying to be a good person, always respecting your opponents, always training hard, because in the end there's no other way. In Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, nobody can do anything for you. You have to train hard yourself. Your instructors, they can show you the way, but you are the one who must walk the way and give you 100% in the match. For the Toukon Challenge, which is one of the biggest tournaments in UK, I'm very excited to be part of it. I've been doing my training with a great friend of mine, Lucio Rodrigues, Lagarto, and a couple other black belts, Luis Tosta from London Street Fighters. We push each other to the limits. Always when you have that feeling that you want to stop, your friends there, push you to the highest level as possible. We be training every day, cardio, a lot of specific training, always learning something new. We always sharing information. And I'm very excited to fight Juniao because he's a very tough guy, one of the top heavyweights in UK. I've trained with him a couple times when I went to visit Roger Gracie, and also we fought, so we both know a bit of each other's games. So my plan is exactly try something new, a new approach. I know that will be very, very close fight. One thing is for sure, it's gonna be a great fight. Both of us gonna give 100%. So we both must be ready for anything that happens. It could end up in a quick submission, could be on points, decision. We never know. It's gonna be a tough fight.